Hello, good evening, yeah. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. My name is Yeni Hassan, and thank you for joining. So today we'll be talking about how probiotics help with weight loss. So I'm just going to be sharing my screen and taking you through the journey of one of our products from my daily choice that helps with this fantastic um, revolution, I would say. So it's it's actually what we call the microbiome, and it's a very good one because it's fused with prebiotics as well. So we're just gonna go run through what this is all about. Okay, so it's part of um the sector of what we call the body melts. For those who do not know, so what is probiotic? Some of us we hear this, we talk about this, but what exactly this is it? So probiotics are live microorganisms. It's all about the guts anyway, those the gut section of your body. So probiotics are live microorganisms promoted with claims that they provide health benefits when consumed generally by improving or restoring the gut flora. Now this is reference from Google, as I took some of this information from Google. So this is actually reference from Google, wanting to know what probiotics is all about. Now it's really good because it actually helps with the gut. It's been said and researched that most illnesses begin from the gut section, and about that, it's because of that, it's very very important. I'm not a doctor, and but this is more like you wanting to know about supplements and how your body's response to stuff, and how sometimes just inflammation here or not being having enough supplements can actually cause some disease or lead to something much more greater. So when it comes to probiotics, you can also find them in foods. So it's actually considered safe to consume, but may cause bacteria host interaction in sometimes um, unwanted areas or what we call side effects, but it's very rare. But why do I need probiotics? In some cases, some people it's when it comes to maybe they have allergies or asthma. Maybe their doctors would also ask them to take that. The person suffers from one or more mood disorders, although this is not an entirety, but could be one of it. So you also want to see your doctor to ensure that it's not something else. Person has had food poisoning. Obviously, the person must have visited A&E to ensure that they are okay as well. But they have had, so it's something that is also good after they have had it. It's not that you're taking it for food poisons. Please, also another form of disclaimer: we are not saying that what we have is curing anything. Is something that just helps. It's like you taking supplement, food that helps with you. Or the person also taking antibiotics, because sometimes antibiotics also to really get rid of the good bacteria. So you need to replace it back, and that's what the probiotic does. The person is always getting sick. The person is suffering from skin conditions like acne or psoriasis as well. This is very common bloating, which is caused by an overabundance of bad flora in your gut. So most of the time, once it's washed off, the body starts looking helter skelter, when it comes to that. And it needs something. It needs something good to actually help it in working it off. Okay. Now, on the other flip of side, what is prebiotic? So we understand what probiotic means now and what it does to the body, good bacteria that is needed. But prebiotics are specialized plant fibers. Obviously, looking at this as well spells a very good, yummy, well portioned breakfast that just gives you energy boost for the day. Well, fantastic fiber for the day needed as well with the fruit and the yums, all plant goodness. So they act like fertilizers that stimulates the growth of healthy bacteria in the gut. So it stimulates the growth of healthy bacteria. So you have the probiotic that has done its job, then the prebiotic goes in to stimulate the growth of the healthy. So it's like food for it. So prebiotics are found in many fruits and vegetables, especially those that contain complex carbohydrates such as fiber and resistant starch. Now, as much as yes, it's good that most of us do take it. I mean, we eat cereals or we eat things like the grains or the oats or stuff like that. And some of us don't even have the time. Some of us, maybe that's the only thing we take. So somehow we need the supplements because, in real life, you are not actually taking everything your body needs and you're stressing it on a daily basis. So that is why it's quite important. Now, what's the difference? I've spoken about prebiotics, I've spoken about probiotic. So probiotic now, the living strain of bacteria that add to the population of good bacteria in your digestive system because it is highly needed. It's inside that part, around us, the gut of a small intestine area where it looks like a rug, that's all chopped out like that. And they need for it to function well, they need the two. So you got some bad bacteria there, so you got some good bacteria there. But if it's very bad if you have more bad bacteria than good bacteria. In order to help with your digestive system, in order to for it to absorb in that part. So prebiotics, for instance, is just a specialized plant fibers, just like I mentioned, that act as food for the good bacteria. So it's the food for the good one. So for it to actually multiply and do its job very well. So this stimulates growth among the pre-existing good bacteria. So examples of food, like the apple cider vinegar is a good probiotic. So as much as you have the lining and the string sitting down there will help the bacteria, but what can help it multiply? So we need prebiotic. So you need a probiotic. So probiotic can also be gotten from yogurts or fermented fat, but it's not all the time you need that or you take that or you need it for something. And sometimes even when you take yogurt, you also get gas. Sometimes you understand. So it's so depending on exactly what you're using it for you to even eat some certain foods as well. Any side effects, according to the Mayo Clinic, most prebiotics and probiotics can be safely consumed without any side effects by most adults. So we haven't said anything about children. This is adults. So in some cases, there could be abdominal discomfort, bloating, and gas may occur while your digestive system adjusts. So sometimes, so if someone's tummy is as high as this as well, it's really bloated, you you just find that you're not very comfortable. And then maybe when you start taking it, you're just having like so it's trying to work its way in order to feed the one that is actually doing the lining is doing the lining, the one that is feeding it's feeding it. So and then it's also like bad bacteria, what are you doing here? That kind of thing. So you need to get it off. So probiotics and weight loss. Now this is the interesting bit of why we are here. We just needed to know what probiotics means and what prebiotics mean and what they do. So this is where it's getting quite interesting. Not that it's only for this, it's mainly for the gut. But how is the gut related to your weight loss? So let's see. So there are several strains of probiotics in both the lactobacillus and the bifidobacterium family. So they have been shown to help to reduce weight and belly fat. So if you know anyone with belly fat issues, then you want to like, you know what? We need to start with things like our microbiome. So the microbiome is one thing you want to start with, especially when you're like, okay, I've got a very big belly. You've tried to lose weight, but that belly keeps sitting there. So what's the matter? You get it? So lactobacillus appears to be one of the most effective, which is the strains that is inside our microbiome what's inside when it comes to that. So this is the solution in order for particularly for your customer you want to introduce when it comes to okay, what part of your body do you want to lose weight? Is my belly. Then you want to introduce like you know what I will advise that if there is no issue, you've been to your doctors, you've seen that there's nothing wrong with you, you are fine. It's just that the belly is there. Do you feel bloated? Do you feel gassy? Likely they're going to say yes, it's really high. Okay, so once that is there, I would like to introduce that. Okay, have you ever had colonic irrigation before? If you can go get colonic irrigation done. So what will happen is that colonic irrigation is where they stick the tube in the anus and then gushes some very warm water, sometimes cold, that depending on what they're doing, and then it releases obviously whatever is in the gut, and we all know what's that. So, but you start to see maybe hair bubbles coming out, as in loads of hair bubbles. That means that person is gassy, very gassy, and that's why sometimes the belly will be this high, immediately under the breast, very high belly. So, and they feel uncomfortable, they bubble all the time, And just like how I mentioned a few minutes ago as well, someone like me, coming from 122 kgs down to 97. Now, at that period, I couldn't even see my feet. I remember the first time I started seeing my feet. Oh my God. It was awesome. So it was an awesome, as in really awesome feeling. Some people may not understand this, but so, but you see, if you're looking for how your belly will go from here to like this, you want to start on this journey. But you don't start on this journey without the microbiome. As soon as you're coming out of that colonic irrigation thing, in the same place, take the microbiome immediately. And you want to be on it, continue the next 3, 4 weeks. Okay, it is very essential because what colonic irrigation does, apart from cleansing all that, it has also cleansed off the good bacteria in you, and good and bad. But your body needs to function on that. It needs that bacteria in that area. So you don't want to get ill. For me, struggling like, where is my good bacteria to help with it? I just what's happening? And then you still like, why am I having this funny feeling on my left leg? I'm speaking from experience because I didn't know. Okay, so please, it's very essential. That's why I'm stressing on this. So very great with the belly and the digestive system. So when you take it, and then apart from that, the customer also, yeah, I said you must take it, for as long as you can. But once you realize that there's no gluten, also you now notice, and it's also essential that you're also on electrolytes. So apart from that, or coconut water as well, or those electrolytes, drinks, you want to be on that as well for almost 4 months, because what has also happened is electrolyte has been washed off. So you need to replace it. So those are, apart from eating right, taking lots of water, those ones are also essentials. So, but it's like the beginning. This one and some other ones we'll be discussing about. So it's like the beginning of the whole journey. Now, as much as the company has actually given us what we call the package for the body melts, and they have instructions on how to use it. Now, as much as it is good, it's not one. When they say square peg fits round hole, yeah. Sometimes it's like that, it clashes. So you find some people complaining, oh, I'm stuck. Some people saying it's not working because it doesn't fit everybody. So what happens is that, but if you can just switch and do some strategic issues with some of this, just turn it around. So if they say you should take this, you want to flip it. So with this strategy, you want to be on this journey with me as I keep unleashing these products out to you, and you following this strategy. Now, this particular strategy would be like you doing like a total cleanse 2 or 3 times in a year for yourself. And man, no other feeling like it. Remember, there will always be exercises. That is essential. You also want to take walks or do some nice exercise even after the colonic as well. But what you notice, even within 1 week, few days self, you see that belly from here goes from like this, and then like 50 or 60% is gone. You could have even lost like 4 kg, because all it has been expelled is the hair that you've been carrying for God knows how many years. Trust me, that feeling, and you feel your tummy like, I have never my tummy this so small. Oh my God, it's so good. It's very good. I'm speaking from my heart, man. I'm speaking from my journey. Please ensure those are very important, that you take microbiome and electrolytes such as coconut water. It's as simple as they look. They are very important compared to the pain that will come if you don't take it. Okay, so please, it's very essential if you do that. But this is particularly for customers who want to start with the belly. Not just the belly, you want healthy guts. Okay, because that's his main job when it comes to health. But as linked with weight loss, that is where we're talking about. So that's the first set. Obviously, we're talking about detox in the next one and some of the greens. So those are those first bits you want to start with when you have your biomelt package. Okay, so this brings me to the end of the presentation. We see again next, talking about the next biomed brand product helping you with your weight loss. Have a great evening. It's me again, your girl, Yenasa. Good night.